Alrighty, boys, so we are back here on some NHL 25, and I do apologize, I'm a little bit late to the party when it comes to the release of the Team of the Year winners here. Unfortunately, I did have to work all day yesterday and all day today, and I am beyond exhausted. It's not even funny. But I did just quickly want to go over some of the Team of the Year players, and I did want to give one quick tip, too, on how to complete the objectives here when it comes to scoring goals with the Team of the Year players and unlocking the tokens that essentially gets you, like, nothing. It's kind of ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. Like, going through all of the objectives, all of the wild card, opening up the free daily pack, and then doing the hut moments as well. I don't know exactly how many collectibles it gets you, but it nets you like 60, give or take, and even that, it's literally only two 87s, which again is just beyond ridiculous to me. But really quick, when it comes to the hut moments here, so we have all of the Team of the Year items that you can use like so. And essentially doing all of these just gets you a single Team of the Year collectible. However, there is a lot that you can actually do with these Team of the Year ones. So I used for the objectives, I already have it completed, unfortunately. So I'll try to put a picture up on screen, and I need to stop completing the objectives before doing these videos because it's hard to like remember exactly what they are. But I'll put a quick little screenshot on screen here. And when it comes to scoring the goals, okay, so I'm sure a lot of you guys already know, if you just continuously repeat these hut moments, you can just continuously rack up goals. So say for instance with like Kucherov here, I don't remember how many goals it was with Kucherov, just say it was like 15 or something. If you just keep doing this objective over and over again until you score 15 goals with Kucherov, it will count and you will complete the weekly objective part. So you'll get your Team of the Year collectibles there. However, there is an issue with it. If it gets down towards like Spooner or McKinnon here, doing it on Pro or even All-Star is going to take probably a pretty long time. Even for some players, the Semi-Pro might take a little while too with the Heisey and the McDavid here. But there is kind of a workaround with it. So with that workaround, if you come over to the wild card, and when I say workaround, essentially what I mean is being able to complete the weekly objectives for free without needing to buy any of the players. But if you go to the if you go to the wild card here, and you create your wild card lineup. Now, I already have mine created. I did switch this one time. I swapped out, I had Spooner here instead of McKinnon, but you can pick Spooner in this left wing spot. You can also pick Nathan McKinnon in the center spot as well. And then thankfully, I already had a Connor McDavid on my team, so I was able to put him in the right wing. But definitely fish through those players, and my recommendations for sure would be doing Nathan McKinnon and, is it Natalie Spooner? Yeah, Natalie Spooner. As two of the options here that you use, just because again, when it comes back to those hut moments, their skill level is on Pro and All-Star. And dude, even on Pro in the hut moments, man, it feels a lot harder than Pro. Like, I don't care what anybody says, it does not feel like Pro. And I can't even imagine with the I haven't even attempted the McKinnon hut moment yet on All-Star. And I really don't want to. So that is definitely an option. And the thing is, though, in the wild card, the period, it's only 1 period games, right? Which is kind of sucky because you can only score a handful of goals. But the best way to do it is obviously try to score as many goals as you can as soon as possible. The quicker, the better. But one thing you can do as well is only keeping a 2-goal lead, okay? Because if you keep a 2-goal lead, your opponents will automatically pull their goalie. And that right there is going to be a free goal. So essentially what I did, and I was able to probably rack up an extra at least 2 goals, I would say, when doing this like correctly. Sometimes maybe even 3 goals. And that's definitely going to go a long way. But essentially when you score an empty net goal, so say it's 3-0, you end up pulling your goalie, let your opponent score again as quick as possible. Just like move all of your players out of the way the best you can. Let them score, and then same thing. Now that you have a 2-point lead, your opponent's going to pull their goalie again. So you're going to be able to skate back down and score another goal with whichever Team of the Year player that you need to score with. So hopefully that makes sense. But that was for sure the easiest workaround that I found because I don't have any PWHL players on my team. And unfortunately, I had also already sold my McKinnon. I'd put him into a set. I had the 86 overall Team of the Week one. So I didn't have a McKinnon either. So thankfully, that worked out really well for me. And then technically speaking, you can also do that in the hut moments too. Again, as long as you have a 2-goal lead, your opponent will always pull their goalie. They just have to have possession of the puck in your zone. So keep that in mind. And if there's any other little like tips or tricks that you guys have when it comes to completing that objective, please let me know in the comments down below. just because all of the players that you need for this team of the year week 1 objectives are extremely high priced in the auction house right now. So I feel bad for anybody that doesn't have like a Connor McDavid or any of the PWHL players. I don't even know what McDavid's going for, but I was looking for a Natalie Spooner yesterday and she was going for like 50 or 60,000, just like a base card one, specifically because of this objective. So it's really unfortunate. Like I said, best thing is just to do that wild card. I ended up putting Natalie Spooner on my left wing. I had Nathan McKinnon as my center. And then, like I said, I had a Connor McDavid, so I put him as my right wing. And then I was able to just complete all of the other ones in the hut moments by constantly just retrying it over and over again. Now, if I head over here to my sets, I'm just going to show you guys what my initial plan is for the team of the year here. So currently I'm working towards a Nathan McKinnon. It's really unfortunate. I do not have a lot of 87s on my team at all. I just simply don't have a lot of cards because I've only been playing for a couple of weeks, which really sucks. But I only need 2 more 87s here and I'll be able to unlock like the base Nathan McKinnon essentially. I have no idea how long it's going to take me or if I'm even going to be able to get the ultimates Nathan McKinnon here. Oh, I don't know if these are going to expire or not. I really hope they don't. But if they do end up expiring, unfortunately, I'm probably just not even going to be able to get him because I'm not going to have enough time. So that really sucks for me. But as long as I at least have the 190 overall, I'll be pretty happy with it. And my plan for sure is I will use the collectibles on an 87 here. I think I might already have 30, which I do. Perfect. So I'm not going to complete this yet because I want to try to find the most efficient way to do this. But I will likely use the collectibles there for an 87 player. And then another thing, I don't want you guys to forget about this either. With the Season 3 XP, you guys can use your tokens to unlock packs here, and from what I've seen, the best pack is probably this one here, the random 83 plus choice player pack. You only get to keep 1 out of 4 players out of this, but I've seen a lot of people pull 85s and higher, so this could be an option for you. There's also a pack here that says a random 82 or 87 overall chance player pack. Personally, I would not test my luck with this. 10 collectibles just to pull an 82 would be extremely frustrating in my opinion. You could potentially try this one here. So it works the same as the 83 pack. You choose 1 of 4 players, but it's going to be an 81 overall or higher. I would assume there's probably a pretty good chance you would get an 83 out of this pack here, so that's something to keep in mind. I've not tried this pack though, so do not take my word for that. And then there is another pack here that is a random 84 plus chance player pack. Now, you don't get to pick a player out of this. Essentially, it's just 1 card, and whoever that card is, that is the player you get. Opposed to the one over here, where, like I said, you kind of get 4 chances at somebody, 85 or higher, ideally. And then for me, I don't know if this was a smart decision or not. I've not opened this pack yet, but I ended up getting one of the legendary packs here. If you guys do not know, this pack right here contains 21 items with a guarantee of at least 188 overall player, and then it says at least 80 plus overall players. So I am going to test my chances with this pack. Obviously, I'll at least get 188, and then I'm hoping those 80 pluses are at least a couple 83s in there, maybe an 85 or 2 as well would be nice. But for me, the biggest attraction was just simply there's 21 cards in this pack, so I'm praying. But yeah, like I said, do not forget to use those collectibles in this, just because it could be very beneficial to some of you guys out there. And then next thing here, so currently I have a Quinn Hughes that I ended up pulling, a Quinn Hughes nominee, and I also pulled a Cale Makar nominee. Now, I'm obviously waiting to use these cards in any of the sets because I hope both of them get a Team of the Year card so bad. You have no idea. It would be so helpful to me. It's not even funny. But I'm waiting to see if one or both of these players end up getting the Team of the Year, because if they do, I would really like to try and get one of them to the ultimates, just because I would like at least 1 ultimate on my team, obviously, and I definitely don't think I'm going to be able to afford more than 1. So what I plan on doing is essentially just kind of grinding the game throughout the next week. I do have a decent amount of packs that I'm going to end up opening here. Here's that Season 3 legendary pack that guarantees me the 88 overall player, but hopefully I can gather up at least like 10, maybe like 12 or 15 packs once I complete all the objectives and stuff. And then my plan is just to see how many 87s that I can pull out of these, or 85s, and then put all of those towards one of the defensive Team of the Year items. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna keep the video there. Again, just a quick little update on where my team is at and where I stand, and then just a little tip to hopefully help some of you guys complete those pesky objectives, because they're so annoying. And like I said, I feel bad for anybody out there who doesn't have any of the Team of the Year players on their team in order to do the objectives. Thankfully, at least half of them are pretty easy to do in the hut moments, but yeah, doing that wild card, man, that took me a while, I'm not gonna lie, and it was just so repetitive and mind-numbing. It was not fun.